employment opportunities, right? There's not a lot of social services, and people are going to do what they need to do to take care of themselves and their families. When the community has more opportunities for employment, more opportunities for upward mobility, then they tend to be a less strain on the government. They tend to have a lower crime rate, and because of that, we'll have less need for the police in those communities.
You are passionate about so many different things in terms of making sure that we are holding our leaders accountable. Talk to me about some of the other projects that you're working on.
Well, right now, obviously, being a part of More Than a Vote is essential. We're dealing with primaries in this country right now, and we just want to educate people. We want to inform people because people are tired, they're angry, they're concerned, and they want information and they want action. And so we want to make sure that we give them the right information and lead them in the right direction. And we thank the people that do not look like us for standing with us right now, because it's very important that people who aren't black be involved, because if black people could have gotten rid of racism, we would have done it hundreds of years ago. And so I'm trying to use my voice and my platform just to let people know that if they feel like I do, there's a number of places they can go to enact change in their community. People need to know about how their city council runs. They need to know that they have the ability to speak when city council meets, to let them know that that's not the way that they feel their city needs to be run. Those are not the places that they feel the money of their community needs to be allocated.
And Bubby, even a step further, they can run for office in their local community. They can run for positions. Like, people act like they leave it up to somebody else. If you're upset, it's not hard to get on the school board. It's not hard to be a part of the city council. It really isn't. And depending on how small your town is, you could be a mayor. The power is with the people, and we need to just know that that's happening.
Absolutely, and it's always been with the people. You know, if you look at Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton, right? She felt that there was a system of racism and a system of oppression that led to her son's death. And so what did she do? She ran for city council, and she was elected.
Aku nak tukar baju juga.
Okay, dia tengah aku. Hai. Dia tak ada dah.
Oh, tak. Your voice is enough to make it.
Tak ada dah.
Amen. I feel like I need to go out and run for something. You gave me a rousing speech there, sir. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this. When I talk to brothers, I have to ask you, as a black man, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Mana kau?
I'm good. I have a very strong relationship with God, so prayer definitely works for me. I have children and grandchildren who are watching me, who are encouraged by what I do, and they're proud of me right now. You know, and that's really what matters. You know, the change starts at home. You know, so as long as you have a support system that believes in what you're doing and supports you in what you're doing, you have everything you need to go out there and fight the good fight. And for those that don't, there's a community of people here to help you. You can go to places like morethanavote.org. There are many different places that will encourage you, inform you, and they will put you with groups of people that feel like you, that are ready to take action. So no one has to go about this alone if they want to do it.
Yeah, we're stronger together. People have been saying it, but that has much more meaning.
Aku tengok kat sini je.
Not just this moment.
Ni buat best weh. Tengok sini as you play buat best.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Keep fighting the good fight.
Keep up the good fight.
Cantik. Wah.
Oh. Bob. Lelah berasa.
So our next guest, I have to admit, but there are so many different people that we could talk to, and I thought it was so imperative that we speak with her. You know her as Molly on the huge, successful show Insecure, HBO's Insecure. She also has a comedy special highlighting her Nigerian roots, and she's an amazing podcaster. Let's welcome in Yvonne Orji. You have such a beautiful way of making things funny, giving us our message, right? You bring all into your space. And right now, as you look across this country and how everyone's so broken and so upset, if it's not social injustice, it's the pandemic, it's depression, it's unemployment, the list goes on and on. How are you doing, quite frankly?
You know, I'm rediscovering myself in a way that I am adalah aku adalah. Tahu aku tahu. I know it sounds like a lot, but no, I think I personally think that God put all of us on a global timeout. Like, we just, you know, America hasn't done as good as other people when it comes to timeout.
Ivan, cuba tengok kat sini tu. Cuba tengok kat belakang stage tu.
Ui, dengar dari sini, weh.
I think that if we
dengar dari sini.
and really learn the lesson that we're supposed to learn from the season, I think we'll emerge better. We'll learn how to play well with others in more ways than one. And so personally for me, I'm taking this time to learn me in a new way. I feel like I'm being ushered into a new season, and I'm getting still, because sometimes the busy confounds the work that we're supposed to do. You know, we're busy doing other stuff, but we got work that we need to do on the inside. And I'm like, I'm leaning into it. I'm like, dang, I thought I was gonna be able to rest like everybody else.
You know what? And I think that's what everybody is saying about 2020. It's demanding that we be better. And you said it's a global timeout. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's like everyone sit down, be humble. To quote the great prophet Kendrick Lamar. But like, no, seriously, sit down and let's reevaluate some things. Let us unearth and shake up the things that we have been trying to hide within our nation. I think America is going through an unraveling right now, a much needed, a much necessary one, and I think all eyes on us, right? There is no thing that happened. No, everybody was home. Everybody, was watching when George Floyd died, and everybody, no one could hide. Like, this is a time where it's like, oh, we can't pretend it away. We can't excuse it away. No. It's a global timeout. Sit down, watch, and let's learn. And globally, it's like, hey, we were going business as usual, but it ain't usual no more. Like that's old. Anytime change is very uncomfortable. And so right now we're getting comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Minorities, we've been comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that to me explains just the existence of what we want to do, how we live our careers, how we live our lives, how we find ourselves one of the few or one of the first. And that's a lonely road. When you look at, and when you talk about this, everyone had to pay attention to Amy Cooper, and everyone had to pay attention to how is that helping us as a people, as a country, doing that work?
I think, well, one, we're not minorities, Carrie. You already know it. It's like these labels that they put on us. It's like the same way of saying like black on black violence. Also, there's no white on white violence. It's branding. Yeah, right. It's all branding.
You're right.
It's like white people can white people everything. And if you say black on black violence, well then let's brand white on white violence. Like, I watch Investigation Discovery. Ain't too many of us been featured.
Gelap pula dia ni.
So, I just even
cerita pasal ni dia gelap pula.
What does that do? I think what everyone expected is what has happened in the past when the world was still open, right? In that, okay, you had everyone made some noise, created. We got out in the streets. We started the Black Lives Matter movement. All of those things, and then white people kind of just like, oh, let's give them something, and then it's just like, is it over? It's like Oscars so black. Okay, good. We gave some Oscars. Are we good now? Like, are we even? And it's now it's just like, oh no. This is not about like a Band-Aid. It's like, yo, we might have to amputate the leg a little bit, but it's all right, because by amputating the leg, we're gonna save the body. And so I think that's what's happening now. Like, black people aren't just making a little bit of noise. Like, the protests are still out. The conversations are still being had. The change is still being demanded. And I think they're seeing, oh, this is not going no way. And no, it's not, because we need systematic change.
What a beautiful way to describe our country. We might have to amputate the leg, but that's to save the body. That's what's happening right now. And to that end, I have to ask you this, because the way that we do that, we use our voice. And our voice right now in this world, in this country, is our vote. And everyone talks about voting and how important it is, but I feel like more than ever we understand that it's not just about voting every 4 years for the man in office. It's about your local elections. It's about the mayor. It is about the district attorney, the people who have the power to bring charges against police if police brutality is an issue in your community. If you care about your school district, you can run for the school board. I ask this of you, right? Your parents, are from Nigeria. You are Nigerian. You talk about that very lovingly. What does voting mean for you?
You know, I think voting is power. I remember, you know, I became a naturalized citizen back in.
Boring kan lift ah. Cuba kau lift kalau kau boring cuba kau lift dapat benda ah.
Kau lift
kau lift.
And just even
tak ada. Tak ada. Okay lah. So, Amah tak payah bagi kau benda.
Aku cakap tadi.
It's a big deal because not only do we have
tapi tu guna duit aku.
But now we can be of the country. We can be of the system. We can be of the rules. We can be of But I think going back to your earlier
ada bodoh.
Just the setup of
macam kau.
I think we are done a disservice either it's schools or whatever it is, and I'm not putting teachers on blast. I think teachers do a phenomenal job, but for some reason we do not, and give them all the raises. I know too many parents who are like, this child of mine, I do love them, but hey, where can I drop them off? And I do think that there is a disservice done because, again, when we talk about them, to your point, we talk about every 4 years. It's important to vote for the presidency. We don't realize, like, oh, snap, we actually can vote about, like, how much our libraries get. It's like small things like that, but they make a big difference.
When you think of voter suppression in this country, what does it look like?
Ada yang boring gitu, dia keluar dah. Ada yang boring.
Right? It's all the systems that's set up, and we've normalized. Okay, maybe your job will give you a half day, or maybe, you know, you'll be able to get this luxury. It shouldn't be a luxury. It should be built into the system. It should be built into the fabric of how we vote. But maybe you'll be able to get this luxury in order to enable you to
bosan lah aku. Geram lah aku.
Disenfranchised.
Alifa, pasal join balik.
Kau pula, asal aku pula. Haina.
Bukan boring, kau faham apa dia cakap.
Your child care. If something happens to, there's so many factors along the way that can send you into a tailspin as an American, and then you add on as a person of color.
Kalau keluar dulu tengok dapat apa.
Jangan. Aku suka tengok cerita English. Oh, best. Kau boleh tak senyap? Aku mute dah kau. I'm a bad boy.
And then it's been shut down, repressed, told it doesn't matter, and then you're kind of like, what's the point?
Tak usah ni, bosan tau. Aku tengok lah TikTok je.
If I'm watching this right now, how do we as a people stay hopeful? How do we believe in the promise that these quote unquote forefathers?
Siapa pula request aku ni?
Have you met black people?
Ya, ada friend request aku lah. Ya Allah, time ni dia nak friend request. Anjir tu. Tahu siapa entah tiba-tiba friend request aku.
Be it through slavery, through capitalism,
give it to me,
colonization, through segregation, through, you know, I mean, listen, the history of black people in this country is, at one point, we were 3/5 people. That was a written law. And look at us now. We are whole. We are black girl magic. We are black boy joy. We are, you know what I'm saying? What I think about in terms of giving us hope, right? We're making a lot of people nervous right now, Carrie. We're making a lot of people nervous right now because they're like, dang, we put all these obstacles in their way. And these jokers are
bosan lah aku ni. Geram lah.
That should give us hope that, like, we can't stop, won't stop. I mean, I went to the school of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag, Harlem's taking it right now. We can't stop, won't stop. And I think that's our motto. We can't stop voting and we won't stop voting. We can't stop marching and we won't stop marching. We can't stop thriving and we won't stop thriving.
To that end, because you led me directly there, I've been asking everyone who has appeared on this platform, what does activism look like? And I feel like back in the day, we had an idea. Yes, it is marching. Yes, it is protesting. Yes, it is speaking out against things that we feel are not right or unjust. But talk to me about what activism looks like.
Tengah live lagi ya?
Activism, I think the beauty of activism is that it has many faces, right?
Tengah live pas tengok TikTok.
People on the front lines. Like, you know what?
Even
but there were a lot of women who were in the homes like, hey, DC Dubs, when they come back, this is how we support all the people who are marching on the front lines. And we're going to be here doing what we know to do best here. And you know what? Somebody needs to bail them out of jail so now we need to be in the community, getting money or whatever it is. So it's like everybody has a position to play. And so play your position like a shortstop, bro. So whoever you are and whatever you do, play your position. So activists could look like, you know what? I'm not the one that's built to be on the front line, but you know what? My pockets go deep, so I'm gonna support the people on the front line. I'm a comedian. Black joy is a form of activism.
There's always a call for entertainers or celebrities.
Yo,
speaking out. I'm not a believer. It's mandatory. Like you said, everyone can be an activist and be activated in different ways. Talk to me about the connection.
Kalau bosan, rasa kau tak live.
In your world and how you feel like it even inspires you to say more.
Oh boy.
Beneath the surface of what we do, like Nash said.
Kalau kau bosan, rasa kau tak live.
Right? The who is the person who's going to be like, hey, let me call this out. Either blind racism, in terms of overt racism, in terms of ways that we can be better, in terms of ways that we can actually be more uplifting to the community that you may not even realize that you're serving.
Before I let you go, talk to me about
for people to
vote, our people to get out.
I mean, guys, if you think you're tired now, I'm telling you right now, we cannot take this joke. I mean, I understand that it may be hard to figure out who to vote for. But at the end of the day, we gotta vote for our families. We gotta vote for our legacies. We gotta vote for continued progress. We have to vote for upward mobility. We have to vote for equality in a way that
Saya ada banana tak pakai baju. Even saya ada banana tak pakai baju.
Do it again. Talk about the whole. This is the time. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to pretend a way that we haven't made progress. We have. There's still much more to be done. And you know what? We might have to get to a point where we pass the baton to our children and our children's children. But we still have work to do now for that generation.
Farm Orgy, you are everything. You are Molly, but you are not Molly. But
wait, please love the apple.
You are an amazing podcaster, Jesus and Joel. Shout out to Lovey.
Tolonglah Ivan. Kau live kasih.
Also, wait, don't let me forget your hugely successful special on.
I
mean, you're doing it all, and I am so grateful.
Jangan balik. Kau live. Tak apa-apa buat.
Sabar lah, tak ni lagi kau
Tak apa-apa. Oh my god.
Tak ada apa-apa. Oh. Tak ada apa-apa. Sekejap. Oh, tak ada apa-apa. Lawak lah.
Masuk balik.
Tak ada apa-apa lah. Macam mana aku nak masuk, ya Allah. Oh, ini.
Mati aku ni. Wifi lama gila.
Sabarlah.
Best je dengar. Aku main dah. You main dah.
Ay, aku nak masuk dah. Kau nak macam-macam. Aku nak masuk dah ni.
Ya, aku tak main zipline je.